Good morning. The time has finally arrived that we head to one of the world's least visited countries, Timor-Leste. When you think of Southeast Asia, you probably think of the beaches of Thailand, the mega cities of Singapore and Kuala Lumpur, but not this tiny island nation. And after 2 months traveling around Indonesia, our time has come to an end. From Komodo, we headed to Bali and did exactly what you are meant to do. Absolutely blooming nothing. But what a contrast from one of the world's busiest, over touristy islands to one of the least. Some people say on certain days around only 10 international tourists visit this country, and today we are going to be 2 of them. But things are slowly starting to change with the introduction of the national airline Air Dili a few years ago, and then the flight that started from Bali to Dili last year. I don't know what to expect. I know this is going to be challenging, an extremely challenging country. Think you can only fly there from, I think, Bali and Darwin, Australia. It's going to be one of our most memorable, one of our hardest travel experiences. But let's do it. Let's head to Asia's newest country, Timor-Leste. Hello, my friend.
Yes.
Do you know where Air Dili? Air Dili?
Other side.
Other side, Makassi. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello. To Dili?
To Dili. Dili. Yes.
This one, Air Dili. Makassi.
Looks like we are the only tourists checking in to this flight to Dili.
Hello.
Oh, sorry. Thank you.
Dili?
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my friend.
This one, boarding time 10 past 5 minutes and get number 3, alright?
Amazing.
Yep.
Collect luggage, 1 luggage.
Perfect.
Okay.
Makassi.
Obrigado.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Obrigado. Are you ready for Timor-Leste?
I am, and I am very excited for the adventure. The check-in was so funny, very smooth, but the staff were so shocked that we were heading to Dili, and one of the ladies didn't even know where Dili was. So if that doesn't tell you what we've got in store, then I don't know what is. We actually first heard of Timor-Leste when we were at the Southeast Asian Games, which is kind of like their own little mini Olympics, and we actually weren't in a place where we could head to Dili, and finally being in Bali, we can fly there. And yeah, ready for 5 days.
5 blooming days.
5
You're
days.
not going to find a smoothie bowl
No
where we're
smoothie
heading.
bowls, off-grid, limited Wi-Fi. The adventure starts now.
Hello.
Thank you.
Thank you, Makassi. Here we go, Timor-Leste. We are on our way. Normally, I could not care less what airline I was flying with, but I feel like heading to Dili on Aero Dili is a pretty unique experience. I think we've got about a 2-hour flight, and these cost 350 English pounds return. So pretty expensive, but it is your only option to get in and out of Timor-Leste. I'm so excited.
There's certainly a lot of intrigued locals on this flight having a quick look at us, but Timor-Leste is very unexplored and there's not a lot of tourism infrastructure either, which meant that when we were doing our research there's not a lot online. So we have reached out to a couple of locals who will hopefully show us around while we're there, and on the flight you can actually see a couple of places.
This is the most information I've found on the country so far.
4 places, and these are some of the places that we are going to try and visit.
Thank you, Makassi. Obrigado, should I say? Bali, we will see you in 5 days' time. It's going to take some getting used to. I keep saying Makassi, not obrigado, but we do actually get a meal included in our flight price. We have a banana, we have a moussey dessert, and a beef teriyaki type thing, which actually looks very, very good. And the views out the window, fantastic. I think we're currently going over either Komodo or the island of Sumba. Obrigado, thank you. Woo! And welcome to Timor-Leste, one of the most remote countries on planet Earth. And I'll tell you what, that flight was exceptional, and we even had the blooming Vice President on the plane with us. They made an announcement when we landed saying we thank the Vice President for flying with us. That is so unique. Like, you would not get that anywhere else in the world, and we have literally just landed and the plane has dropped us to the door. We're the only plane, this is the only plane in the airport. I love it. I'm already in love. I've never been dropped there, to walk there, and then we can get our visa on arrival. That is $30 each that we had to bring in cash, and then we should be good to go to explore the capital of Dili. And it is official, we have made it. We have got our visa, and our visa in the passport takes up an entire page, so make sure you have got some spare pages. Unfortunately, the money exchange is currently closed, but we have met our friend Sebastian, who is going to show us around for the last couple of hours that we have left of this day. He is actually from Indonesia, but he lives here and works here, so it's going to be very nice to get a local's touch. But there is an ATM, so fingers crossed we can get some dollars.
I did read online that you could only use a Visa debit card, but I do have a MasterCard. So this one says MasterCard. Let's see. Okay, perfect. What should I do?
200. Let's try.
I'm gonna do, yeah, okay, fine. Yeah, we'll get a receipt.
I feel like it's gonna take my card.
Why am I so anxious? It just feels so weird, taking out dollars. Oh my God.
We have the dollars. So yes, in Timor-Leste, they use these right here.
Oh no. Come
Please.
on.
Yay! The US dollar.
And now we can use our dollars to buy a SIM card. Sebastian has said Telemore is the best one. Is that 4G or 3G?
4G.
4G.
We have 4G.
need that.
And that right there is the statue of the president at the airport. The international airport is actually named after.
We have our Visa, we have our dollars, we have our SIM card, and our friend Sebastian has actually driven us to our first stop exploring Dili, and it is a Thais market selling handicrafts, souvenirs, and I can see a Timor-Leste flag.
Driving around, you notice how laid back the capital is. Around 300,000 people live here, and this is the main market to come to for handcrafts or souvenirs. You can see a lot of Timor-Leste flags, a Timor-Leste baseball cap. I feel like our dollars are going to get spent. Hello.
Hello, Daddy.
How are you? You okay?
Okay.
Just looking, thank you. Playing cards.
Of course.
Gambling. Gambling already.
As well.
There's literally, yeah, there's a giant cockerel
Oh my God, I'm scared.
in front of me, and everyone's playing cards. What do you reckon? What do you reckon?
Oh my God, it's actually really nice. I like the shape of it.
Do you think it looks good, Sebastian? I'm like a local now, right?
Yeah.
Can you tell we've been to Timor-Leste?
I'm proper. I fit in with the locals. I have to check how much this one is. Hello.
Hello.
How much is this one?
$3.
Yeah.
$3. Yeah. Oh, that's so good.
That's fantastic.
That is so good. $3 for my very own. Look at that. Timor-Leste hat.
Wow. Check this out. Sebastian was just telling us that he had guests that brought this and took it back. I don't think I'll be able to bring this
Can you
back.
pull the sword?
Oh, it's real.
It's real.
Can I see?
No, be gentle.
I'll be gentle.
Oh, it's real.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's plastic.
Give me your dollars. Wow. I didn't think it was going to be real.
I don't think we can make that back. Take that back.
Put the sword away.
Please be careful. No, you're not. There we go. Oh my god. This is actually such a nice market. So everything here is made by hand. I picked up this little Timor-Leste key ring, which is such a cute little keepsake, for $2. And Matt got his hat for
$3.
Bargain. So yeah, you can actually buy lots of different handcrafts around here. It's difficult for us to buy everything, but there's lots of flags. You can get football scarves, and you can get little woven trinkets as well. We can continue the little bargain hunt.
It is crazy to think that these are the streets of a capital city, but a couple of blocks, a couple of roads away from the Thais market. Sebastian has taken us to pretty much somebody's house that sells football shirts. If you know us or you know me, I try to collect football shirts all around the world, and I thought it would be absolutely impossible in Timor-Leste to find a shirt. They don't sell fake ones in a market, but they do have... How cool is this, Molly?
This is so unique and just so unexpected as well. Like Matt said, you know, we want to try and collect football t-shirts in every place that we go to, and it's just hilarious.
We're in someone's house.
Yeah, we're going to hope to find a Timor-Leste football top.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god.
This is so cool. Hello, my friend. Do you have the Timor-Leste football? Timor-Leste football shirt?
Yeah.
Ah, you have. Oh, look at this.
Oh.
The official. It's official.
Yeah.
You also have Timnas. No, but today, Timor-Leste.
Size L.
Size L?
Yeah.
You have,
XL no more.
do you have in red or just white?
Red, no more.
Only in white. And how much is this one?
$35.
35. Okay, can I try in large?
Yeah.
Only
XL? Yeah.
XL as well?
XL finish.
Finished. Okay, I will try it out.
Squeeze in.
Ah,
You can see the
do you
view.
think? Oh yeah, I will try.
It looks nice.
With
I
my
like
hat
it.
as well.
There's everything. Let me see you in your hat.
I really am now. Oh, look at that. Official. I've got to get it. It's expensive, but I've got to get it. We have made a slight change of plan. This is Madweko? I say it correct? Madweko?
Madoko?
Madoko?
Yes.
Madoko, which is the local team of Timor-Leste, and I actually prefer it because it has the emblem of the crocodile, because if you didn't know, the saltwater crocodile here is a problem. They have them everywhere, and once a month there is, I shouldn't be laughing, there are attacks on the beaches, and you can't swim in the sea everywhere because of all of these crocodiles. So I think I'm going for,
You match the hat.
Madwoko. I think this is even better than the Timor-Leste shirt. My friend, you have change?
This one or?
Just this one. Madoko. I like this one. Obrigado. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Obrigado.
It would be rude of us not to try the Timorese cuisine, and Sebastian has actually just gone back to get changed, so he's dropped us off at Delicious, which is on the seafront. We have a partial sea view, and there's a couple of traditional things that we are going to try. One is feijoada, which I believe is like a Portuguese dish of stewed beans, and then we went for like a pumpkin curry because root vegetables are ripe here, so you can get lots of your vegetables and your goodness in.
But the first bad news of the trip did occur when we ordered our food. I said, what beer do you have? No beer available today, but we do have a partial sea view here at Delicious Timor, and it's nice to try the traditional cuisine. Food here is so important. 60% of the food is imported, and malnutrition is a real worry in parts of the country. In certain supermarkets you won't be able to find all of the goods that you need because they'll either not have arrived yet or it just won't be the season.
Wow.
All right, so big, thank you. Obrigado.
Obrigado, thank you.
And our food has arrived, and the serving sizes are absolutely huge. $6 per person per meal. But how is the Timor-Leste cuisine? The bean and potato and vegetable, pretty much national dish. It's good. It's more like a curry. I just choked on a bean. It's more like a curry. You've got your rice with it, got your vegetables, you've got Bob Marley blaring in the background. Island life has well and truly begun. What do you think?
It's actually really, really tasty. It's a real mix of dishes, real mix of flavours. It's very fresh, coconutty. Of course, you've got rice and
It really
beans.
reminds me of the Caribbean.
Really reminds me of the Caribbean, but then it's just mixed with like, I wouldn't even say it's mixed with like
This
a Portuguese style. I mean, I've never had stewed beans before. I was expecting slightly different dishes, but yeah, it's like a Caribbean mix.
$25 for a football shirt, $15 for lunch. You're going to notice that Timor-Leste isn't that cheap, considering it is the poorest country in Southeast Asia, where it has adopted the dollar. Everything is rounded up, so where normally it might cost you 20, 30, 40, 50 cents, they round it up to $1. But Sebastian has picked us back up and we are heading to the most famous site in all of Dili, the Christ Redeemer of Dili, Cristo Rei.
It is located just outside of the city centre on the beautiful coastal road, and we have 590 steps to get up to the top and make it for sunset.
We have made it. 10 minutes later, I am absolutely pouring with sweat, but the Christ the Redeemer of Timor-Leste, Cristo Rei, built in 1996. This was actually a gift from Indonesia to represent 20 years as part of the country. But of course, a lot of people back then were fighting for independence, which they ultimately got in 2002. So at first a lot of people were against getting this statue, but they have learnt to embrace it because of their strong Catholic culture, and it stands proudly over the city of Dili, and the views, the sunset, exceptional. We did it.
Yeah,
We deserve a beer.
of course.
The walk is most definitely worth it. The sunset is popping, and we can just marvel at this almost 90-foot statue that just overlooks this incredible little island.
Look at that sunset behind me. That is exceptional, and it's quite a unique story really, that this, a huge statue of Christ, was actually built in the city of Bandung by Muslims, and the fact that it was built to commemorate 20 years with Indonesia. But in the end, in 2002, this tiny island nation got its independence. Look at that. That is absolutely stunning. I'm out on the rocks with some of the best views, some of the most untouched beaches you're going to find anywhere in Southeast Asia.
And we have made it just in time to have a beer and catch the last of this sunset at the beachside.
Obrigado. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. This is perfect. What a way to end. Oh, that noise. Our first day in Timor-Leste. Cheers.
Big cheers.
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 So this is the beachside cafe and bar just at the bottom of the statue. Oh, that is delicious. Unfortunately, I don't think the country has its own beer. You can only find an ice cold Bintang. The locals are playing football on the beach, and at the weekends right there they actually set up a big screen and you can come down here, grab a beer, watch a movie and take in, look at that, Timor-Leste, Southeast Asia's hidden gem. I'm going to enjoy this and we'll see you in the morning. Cheers.
Dili nightlife complete.
I didn't know these existed. Obrigado.
Wow, that's so cool. Centavos.
Yes.
So 50 means 50 cent, 50 pence. Well, that's so cool. And 100 is a pound.
So how much is all of this?
9.50.
8.50. We're not very good at maths. 8.50.
Obrigado.
Thank you.
Bom dia from Dili, the capital of Timor-Leste. Day number 2. I'm definitely going to have to brush up on my Portuguese or the local dialect of Tetum, but last night, after enjoying one of the best sunsets I have seen anywhere in the entire world, we said goodbye to Sebastian and we checked into our accommodation for the next couple of nights. Now, here in Timor-Leste, it is not easy finding accommodation. On booking.com there were only a few options, all of which were very, very expensive for what you get, and the reviews aren't the best. Unfortunately, you get some very sad tourists that come to one of the most remote destinations in the world, one of the poorest in Asia, and they complain about the lack of TV options. They complain about the lack of TV options. Get a life, John. But let's show you what £65 a night gets you here in Dili.
We are staying at Sunset Inn by Pro Emma, which is in an old Portuguese colonial building, and it had one of the best ratings on booking.com. I think it has an 8.6. We have a beautiful outdoor courtyard, and then come on in to our room, which we slept very well in last night. So we have, it's basic, but it has everything you need for a short stay. We have our 2 twin beds, comfortable. We have our desk, a TV, lots of wardrobe space, and our bathroom. Now this does have Wi-Fi, but it is a very slow connection, and it's actually run by Pro Emma, which is an organisation that helps to support young women who have been victims of domestic violence and abuse. They live in shelters, and here they work at the restaurant and they get taught how to cook, how to be waitresses, and it helps provide them jobs and education, which I think is really, really good for the city and for the island.
We also have hot water, very nice shower, which is a bonus, and a smart TV, which I kind of don't get because the Wi-Fi doesn't work.
Hello, we can come in? Oh, thank you.
Obrigado.
Oh my god, we just stumbled across the chocolate factory here in our hotel. So here you can see we have the cocoa, cacao, whatever, the melted chocolate. I want to...
It smells so good.
I want to eat it all.
Do you know our project?
No.
Yeah?
No, we don't.
No. Where are you from? Can I know?
England.
Yeah, okay. Our project name is Mehi Cacao. Mehi like in Tetun. Language English is dream cacao.
Dream.
Yeah.
It smells incredible.
Our chocolate factory is a part of Pro Emma organization.
Yes.
Now she is our leader. She is from Atauru Island. She's know well how to make chocolate.
Yes.
Yeah.
She looks like professional.
Yeah, she have training in the teacher from Australia 1 year how to make chocolate.
Wow.
Amazing. So
Yeah.
you take the
This
cacao?
one is peanut covered sugar. We want used to make chocolate covered peanut.
I thought it was cacao.
So did I. Wow.
And then this one is cacao beans.
Oh, here.
This is the cacao
beans. We roast now. This one, and we take the skin and we make two separate like this one. Where is this one is the beans of the. We take the skin and then we separate two things. One thing we put in the local machine
in here.
and put
Smash.
like this, smash. And then we put in the machine. And one thing we make the chocolate oil. Use this machine, and then we put the machine like this one.
You put in here.
Not really. I make the chocolate milk. And then this one is make the chocolate dark.
And this is the fridge of the chocolate?
Yeah, this one is
We'll have to buy one.
yeah.
Which flavours do you
This
have?
one is milk chocolate.
Oh, can we get one? Milk
Yeah.
chocolate?
Yeah.
We have to get one.
This is so cool. We were actually just
This
heading
one is
out.
chocolate dark.
Dark.
Yeah.
Oh, should we go dark? Healthy.
How much is one bar?
All same. One is $5.
Can I buy one now?
Yes, you
Yeah,
can.
I'll have a dark,
Yeah.
please. Yeah, we were actually just heading out and we saw chocolate being made, so we had
And
to
you
come
can
and
try our
Yes.
products.
We're excited.
Yeah.
Obrigado. Thank you. We are staying in the hotel, so next door.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, my friend.
Yeah.
Honestly, what were the chances of that? As I was explaining earlier, they provide training and food school. Is that what you call it? Culinary school, something like that. So they are teaching them how to make all different things.
Our
and
room
setting
is,
them up.
that's our room there. And we just walked past and it said chocolate factory.
Fabrica de chocolat. So yeah, right, here goes. And Matt made us go healthy. I certainly wouldn't. Dark chocolate, freshly made.
All Timorese products.
Oh my god.
Let me try.
It's extra dark, but so fresh.
Oh, we know it is.
No, but
The lady is painting the. It's like a paintbrush of chocolate, and we thought that peanuts were cacao.
so it's called mehi, which, as he explained, means dream. I don't know if you can see it above me. Dream. Really delicious.
And we are out on the mean streets of Dili, the metropolis that is Dili, fueled by the handmade Timorese chocolate. Honestly, we had such good luck booking that accommodation. We were going through the 5 options on booking.com and we're just like, right, book the one with the best review, and what they're doing there is great. Your money goes a long way to helping the women of Timor-Leste that have gone through such a difficult time. But today we just have a free day really. We're just going to walk around the capital, check out a couple of museums, a graveyard, and just see how life is. It feels very Caribbean. It is very, very colourful.
They have some really cool and colourful buses here. We're definitely going to have to try and take one today. Just a 2-minute walk from our hotel is the city's boardwalk. You can see the fishermen, you can see lots of people hanging out, you can see the ferries. It's a very young population here, so you will notice a lot of people are either relaxing here in the shade or studying together. Behind me you also have the government's office, which looks very nice.
I think we flew with the leader, Prime Minister, President yesterday.
I was just about to say, I think the guy's in there that was on our blooming plane. Okay.
Obrigado.
Ada.
was fascinating. For just $1 each, we have just visited the Resistance Museum and learnt a lot about a genocide that isn't talked about enough in the West, and the struggle for independence that took place from 1975 all the way up to 2002, where they think almost 45% of the population were unaccounted for.
That was a lot of information to take in, a lot of harsh information as well, and we're not really museum people, but there are two museums here in Dili that you have to see.
Hello!
So that you can learn about the history of Timor-Leste, and for $1 per person you absolutely have to visit the Resistance Museum. Talking of dollars, so Timor-Leste uses dollars in cash paper notes, however their coins are very unique.
We got these last night, right?
They are centavos, so yeah, we got our change back in these last night. They are basically the same as dollars, so this is 50 centavos or 50 cents.
I think this could be the busiest road in the entire capital city of Dili. You've got all of these traditional buses, you've got music blaring from the shops. Similarly to Cambodia with Phnom Penh and the killing fields, you can't miss the museums here to learn more about the history and the genocide that took place. Also, Dili can be very dangerous, especially at night. You can be walking and there is a hole about 10 foot down in the middle of the pathway. To just put into perspective. Hello, is this where Timor-Leste national football? Here? Yeah. Ah, National Stadium. Obrigado. We've just wandered in to the National Stadium of Timor-Leste. You see the great stand behind me. This can't be, surely. Look, I mean, the pitch doesn't look like it's in the best quality. I suppose it puts into perspective what sort of country you're in and the finances that you have. Football is the national sport here in Timor-Leste, and very unique. Not many countries in the world could you just walk in to the national stadium and sit on the bench where the players sit. Actually, at the recent Olympics, 4 participants from Timor-Leste went, which was a personal best for the country. This is so unique.
We have just made it to the Chega Museum. Chega meaning that's enough in Portuguese, and fittingly this is actually an old Portuguese prison. Inside you can find all the history on the Timorese resistance, and again it's just a lot of information for us to take in. It cost us $2 each to get in, and we pretty much have the whole place to ourselves.
Yeah, and of course it has a pretty eerie history. This Portuguese prison was then used by the Indonesians to hold the Timor-Lestean prisoners of war in absolutely barbaric conditions. Some of the pictures, some of the information, too barbaric for me to even be able to share with you. It was not just locals that died during the occupation, the struggle for independence. There were actually 5 Australian journalists that died in the town city of Balibo that were just reporting on what was going on in the country at the time.
And this would have been the old cells, the very dark cells. It's extremely eerie. You can hear they're actually renovating it, so they're sort of improving the area for the museum, but this is very much kept intact, and there are some photos that we're not going to be able to show you.
Can you imagine being kept in a room like this for years? This is the isolation cell, no windows, pretty much no air. You can see there got the prisoner carved into the wall, his religious beliefs, the cross. What a terrible way to go, what a terrible way to end. It really is terrible. The only thing that comes to mind like this anywhere in the world S21, Auschwitz. Look at this, you can see where people have just been scratching at the walls, scratching to get out, and then in here you can come in, light a candle, and just all the names, thousands of names of young men, women alike that lost their lives. If you really do want to learn about Timor-Leste's battle for independence, this is the third and final place you need to visit, the Santa Cruz Cemetery, just a 10-minute walk down the road. And this was the location that in 1991 250 protesters that wanted independence for Timor-Leste were gunned down and killed by Indonesian soldiers. But today it's a place of beauty, it really is. There's so many vibrant colours, fancy gravestones. We actually just missed Souls Day, similar to the Day of the Dead in Mexico, which would have been a great place to come to because it turns into a real celebration.
I'm so shocked that it took so long to get international attention to what was happening here in Timor-Leste, but one of the people that actually made it happen was Max Stahl, or Christopher Max Wenner, and his ashes were actually brought here a few years ago. So they've laid him to rest here because he filmed the situation that was happening between the Indonesian army and the Timor-Leste people, and that is what made the situation known globally.
I mean, it's pretty stunning. Can you say that a cemetery is stunning? But it feels it. If I was buried anywhere in the world, this would be it. And it's very similar to the cemetery in Recoleta in Buenos Aires. It just goes on and on and on, and each gravestone becomes more and more colourful and more elaborate. Have you ever seen anything like it? This grave here, it's solar panelled, so the light turns on at night, so if the family visits they can see clearly. Rika Barda, born 1935 and died in the year 2000. The light will always be shining down on you, Rika Barda. Blimmin' solar panels. We're back at the National Stadium, and it turns out that there is a game going on today. So I think we can just go in and watch the local team. Everyone's looking at me. Everyone is very intrigued. Hello. From England? England. London. Your team? Which one? Which one is your team? Green? This one? Okay. Green. Okay, we're supporting green. What is the name of the team?
Enero.
Enero. Okay, come on, Enero. Enero.
Almera.
Enero, Almera. Okay, so Almera versus Almera in the National Stadium. So close. I think this is the most people we've actually seen all day. I think the whole city has come to watch, I believe, two of the top teams in the Timor-Leste National League. Some of the fans this side, the other fans this side. It's getting crazy. Hello.
How much?
$1.
$1. Can we have one coconut, please? Obrigado.
Need one or two?
We'll take
Two. Two coconuts.
Yes, sir. Come sit down there.
Oh, it's okay, I will stand.
Oh,
It's okay, thank you. Obrigado. That is a big knife.
Yes. Way.
Yeah, very good. Very sweet, the water.
The best one, very sweet. Ah, I'm excited. Oh, look, he's got skills.
Okay. Drink.
It's so hot today. Need coconut.
Yeah, need coconut. Very hot today. We need coconut.
Very hot, very hot. No
Where you
beer
from?
today, just
Where are
coconut.
you
From England.
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 Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you. Obrigado.
So use this one.
Ah, thank you. Molly, can you get me a straw?
Monique, please. Yeah, take this one. Everybody. What's your name? Monique.
Molly.
Molly. Yes.
I think Molly.
Obrigado. Thank you so much. Ooh, actually, let me turn it this way. I put it in upside down.
The coconut men of Dili.
Wow, they're so sweet.
Really, yeah?
Really sweet.
Really sweet.
Obrigado.
There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Obrigado.
Thank you so much.
So much.
Cheers.
Too, okay.
Cheers.
Oh, yes.
Bye-bye. Have a nice
Drunk,
day.
eh? Don't drunk. After just
Coconut drunk.
Coconut drunk.
Can I get another straw?
Okay.
Sorry. Thank you so much. Perfect. Cheers.
You know what? The coconuts of Dili. He was right, they are pretty sweet. I think that was the coconut street. There was 4 or 5 different sellers selling their coconut. And like he said, don't get drunk on a coconut. We actually, on our way from the cemetery, popped back into the National Football Stadium because it turns out that there was a National League game today. And we just walked in, free of charge, and watched like 10 minutes of the Timor-Leste Football League. Hello.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry. Oh, this is fun.
The local transportation, the micro-left.
I request that we instate these immediately in London. They're colourful, they're bright, they're blaring music, and they're a lot better than what Sadiq Khan offers. It works. Obrigado. Oh.
Thank you.
Thank you. Whew. Just 50 cents each, and we have made it back to our favourite spot for sunset. How cool are they? The beachside bar.
This is the best beach and the best bar in the whole of Dili, and one of the best things about it is you can get in the sea. There's no fear of crocodiles because I can see that there are some locals swimming in it. You've got people out in boats, so you know you're not going to get attacked. You can just sit and watch the sunset and have a little paddle.
Cheers.
Cheers, or saúde. I believe that is cheers in Portuguese. Let me know if I'm wrong.
This really is the perfect spot to end your day. Oh, in Dili. Watch a magnificent sunset. We're probably going to order some food and make... Hello mate. Some little local friends.
Thank you.
Obrigado, thank you so much. It looks so good. So this Portuguese toast?
Yes.
Ah, nice.
Beautiful. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Obrigado.
Wowzers, check this out. So we went for breakfast, for dinner, just as the sun starts to set. We have avocado on Portuguese toast with an egg. Oh, you want some? Oh, that
He
was
wants some.
fishy breath. I'm not sure what the difference is with Portuguese toast, but it looks good.
So how is Portuguese toast for dinner? I have no idea. It just tastes like regular toast, but again, very expensive. About $11 each for some avocado, egg and toast. I mean, when you've got this real estate, have the best sunset, best spot on the beach, not much competition, you can charge what you want. And that brings an end to our first 48 hours in Asia's newest country, Timor-Leste. We enjoyed another lovely sunset last night and our very overpriced breakfast for dinner. And then today has been a day of logistics, planning the rest of our trip around the country. Once you get outside of Dili, it becomes increasingly difficult. But I think from tomorrow we will be back on the road and showing you some remote regions of this incredibly unique country. I'm not going to pretend to you that it is the easiest country to visit. There is hardly any Wi-Fi. There are only a few hotels. There aren't really any proper roads outside of the capital cities, but there are ATMs. You can take your dollars out here and you can meet some of the friendliest people, genuine people in the entire world. And there are some great initiatives going on, you know, to put this country on the map like it deserves, and some very, very beautiful scenery. We got up this morning, enjoyed a Timorese drip coffee. It's actually the second biggest export in the country, and it has got me firing. I've been buzzing all day. We went to a local gym, sorted out our logistics, and came back up to the Cristo Rei. Look at it, absolutely stunning, for another sunset, as tomorrow we head out of Dili, get on the road, get on the ocean, and we'll be showing you more of this incredibly unique, special nation, a nation that not many people get to visit. I've hardly seen any other tourists in our 48 hours. Timor-Leste, what a place. See you in the next one.